Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on Revolution. Oh my God, Mercury's still in retrograde on UPRN radio, and this is April 6, 2018. We are definitely still in retrograde. Tonight, I've got a very, very good show for you, and it's something that is affecting everybody. Somebody you know is going through this, and I'm talking about dental. And I just went and did some dental tourism, um, which turned out absolutely fantastic. And that's what I'm also going to talk to you about. And I was going to have Armando come on from the Sani Medical Dental Clinic, is actually where I went to, and said Mercury's in retrograde, something come up, so he couldn't be on tonight. Next week, he is promised to be on. So if you have any questions, I'm going to open up the lines if my producer will help me. And we'll take questions, and you can ask Armando anything about dentistry and what they do down there in Mexico. Yeah, tonight it's really, first I want to show you my new teeth. Yeah, I had to learn to smile again. I'm going to bare my soul to you tonight because I'm going to talk to you about something that's actually my Achilles heel, and it's been the worst thing that's ever really happened to me in my life. And so I have to take you back on through my life, kind of, because it brought me to this point, and where I'm going to talk to you about dental tourism and the Sani Dental Group that actually helped bring my smile back. I mean, I couldn't smile for years, and I would do a good smile. You know, you go on my Facebook page and you go look at my old pictures, you're not going to see me doing this, because I know people now have, they can stop a video and zoom in on you. I didn't want them to zoom in on my teeth, okay? So anyway, I can finally smile again. And I wish you could actually see it in person. Is this too close? Okay. So we're going to journey backwards in time, and actually dentists and my teeth have been the worst part of my life. Growing up, I had teeth that were like a triangle in the front part, and then I had what was called a snaggle tooth that kind of stuck out. And I guess I bit my first dentist, didn't you? Well, I guess I bit mine hard enough to where we had to get a new dentist, and it was kind of downhill from me after that with my teeth and dentists. But because my teeth were very crooked, and I really, really had bad teeth, and my father, bless his soul, who I love a lot, didn't believe in getting braces or anything like that. And I actually led a pretty nice life because nobody teased me about my teeth, which I considered a blessing because they were really, really pretty bad. If you remember the old Snagglepuss cartoon, my tooth, okay? So I finally saved enough money to go to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor because, they're affordable back then. And this is 35 years ago. And if you've never gone through a dental school, wow, okay. You're like the guinea pig until they kick you upstairs to where there's practicing dentists going on to grad school. So my teeth were so bad, and because they were so crooked, I guess I was a good candidate. They kicked me up into the grad school. But even then, with these doctors out there, it would be step by step, and you'd have to come back and get another step done and approved. And, like one tooth could take, a long time, like 2 months, okay? But on the other hand, they did a really good job, and it lasted me over 35 years and really started breaking down about 10 years ago. And, I'm sorry, but dentists in the United States are way outrageously too expensive. You know what I mean? Who can afford to go to a dentist? And they're like greedy, the most greediest people on earth I can ever talk about, which I just did. So my teeth kept breaking down, and matter of fact, I had so many crowns in my mouth, and I had gold crowns on the bottom, and then porcelain crowns on top. And then they started breaking down. And one of my front teeth actually broke in half, and I super glued it together. A dental friend of mine sent me some glue, dental glue. So I used that, stuck that sucker back in, and it lasted me a couple years. But my teeth were breaking down, especially these last couple years. And with the dental glue, I could do my own repair. And if I didn't smile too much, I was okay. I'm sure a lot of you have gone through the same thing. We can't afford to go to the dentist and get our teeth done. I had a little bit of money one time, and I do live in Hawaii, so I went to a local dentist to see what he could do for my mouth because my crowns were starting to fall apart. And I guess I had the first initial amount, which covered the x-rays and that. And I said, gosh, doc, I've got an extra $200. What can you do with that? And you know what his answer was? Why, I can just, oh my God, pull out that one of your teeth. And I went, oh, okay. Well, actually, I don't know about you guys, but that didn't work well for me. Even if my back teeth was really breaking down, which it was, there was still just enough back there to help me chew, if you know what I mean. And I'm at that point in life that if it can't be replaced, I ain't pulling it out yet. So I actually probably had a low-grade infection with my teeth for a long time, and I'm talking long, maybe 4 or 5 years. I would get it calmed down, then it would flare up. I would take care of it with antibiotics and alternative medicine. But that low-grade infection was there, and you don't realize how bad you are until you get it out. And then you realize how sick you are. And sometimes I wondered how I actually functioned. So then I went to Japan and did some work over there in February. And if you follow my posts, you probably heard what I went through in Japan. And it was a lovely trip. But again, dealing with high radiation. And while I was over there, I bit into something, and who knows what it was, but it broke one of my other teeth. So it was just, but thank God it was in the front. So if you really didn't look close, you really didn't notice it. But then I wasn't one that went, yay, come on, look, cool teeth, huh? You're going, yeah, really? Okay. I got that smile down. All right, so after I got back from Japan and I really got zapped with radiation, and remember, radiation will go to where it's your weakest. And to me, that was in my teeth. So I saved enough money and I decided I needed to get some dental work done. So I did a lot of research, matter of fact. And, first I saw on a little ad on TV about someplace in the United States called Clear Teeth, Clear something. So I actually called them and I said, how much does it cost to get your mouth done? And now they were talking implants, and he says, oh, 56,000 to 46,000. And I just went to myself, yeah, I don't think so. That's not going to work for me. Way over my budget. No friggin' way. But you just gave me a start. And then I started praying, Spirit, show me, what is the best out there. And in order to do that, though, you have got to look and you have to make initiative and effort. So I started, thinking, now I'm from Hawaii, and, I could have gone to Mexico, I could have gone to Costa Rica, people go to Thailand here. But truthfully, I wanted to go to a place where I was going to get the best for my money, what I had, and the most teeth done that I could. So I wasn't really looking for something that was going to be a fantastic vacation that I would really want to wander around and sightsee and do stuff like that. I was going somewhere and I needed some place to get my teeth done. Okay. Now, a Clear Choice, that's their name. And what Clear Choice said is that they get their work done in a week. And I went, oh man, that works for me because dentists can put me in trauma. I don't know about you, but after I'm in the dental chair, I literally have, I start shaking. That's trauma. Because you got a lot of work done in your mouth. And normally dentists that I've experienced have not been gentle, loving, and kind and pretty invasive. And that's why, again, we don't go to the dentist in America or wherever because of how they treat us here. All right, so I started looking around and I decided, I live on an island. I live in Hawaii. I don't care about Costa Rica. That sounds like it might be more expensive. I don't really care to go to Thailand. Mexico, what do they got in Mexico? So I went online and I started doing a lot of research, and I literally called a lot of Mexican dentists. So, when the more you do, the more you call, the more information you get, and it all applies to what you are going to have to do with the dentist. So I found one clinic, and I'm not going to name any of these clinics because first I started looking in Juarez, and I wasn't really kind of comfortable about it, but, I went on Google and I said, what's the number one clinic, number two, number three? So I called the number one clinic, and I think probably the first two. And I also emailed them, but I made sure I was able to call to communicate. But I would go online and, read about these people. And truthfully, if they all are all brand new dentists who only have 1 year of and they're out of college for 1 year practicing, no, thank you. Been there, been through the dental school. That's I need somebody with more experience. Okay. Or, you've got to read what people write about these guys. And, somebody wrote about another dentist that, on the way of taking me to the airport, they stopped off to get some crowns and that for somebody else, and it was in somebody's home. And I went, it doesn't work for me either. Okay. I want it in a building, a real building, in a dental building, not in somebody's home. Now, call me being a little sanitary, but this is my mouth, and I'm going to have these teeth for a long time. So then I decided, it's like, God, where in Mexico has the most dentists? And up comes Algodones, and that's below Yuma, Arizona. And I started looking at those guys, and of course, you go, all right, who are the top 10? And for me, I was looking for dentists that have been around for a while, that aren't going to disappear, and aren't newbies. They're practicing dentists. And I've heard, when I started telling people about Mexico, all their fears started coming up. It's like, oh my God, you're going to get raped, you're going to get pillaged, they're going to take you out to the desert. All the people that are going over there that are being kicked out and deported, oh, they're just looking for Americans to rob, and la 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 and la la la. And I'm thinking, I wish you all would shut up, because those are your fears, and that even happens in Hawaii, for God's sake. Okay? However, I wasn't comfortable with any of the dentists, like I said, in Juarez. And then I found this dent, and actually, what I called and even emailed some of these dentists, and I didn't get a response for 2 or 3 days, or they would not call me at all. Nope, not working for me. We're not communicating. Okay? I don't care. You may be in Mexico, but I need to be able to communicate. So I started praying again. And, you guys, I do pray. I do ask for guidance. And if you followed my show, we do a lot of energy work with light and the divine. So, and I said, come on, show me, take me to a good place that's got incredible dentists that are going to be there, that are established, and they're going to fix my teeth up perfectly within my budget. So, and I want to backtrack. I also had a friend of mine tell me he went down to Mexico, and I couldn't tell me what city he went to. And the dentist he went made him temporary dentures, okay? And he had to come back 3 weeks later to get the real ones. He went back there. The place was gone, all right? So I'm hearing all of this. I'm taking it all in. So now it's like I said, I want somebody that's been there, that's established, that knows their stuff. So I found a group, and it's called, in Algodones, and it's called the Sani Dental Group, okay? And I looked at them and I go, they've been around for at least 30 years. Okay, that works. That means they've got some darn good dentists. And I went through their price list, okay, which is online. And I went, okay, depending on what I do is depending on, how much work I can get done. And God, they work with you guys. It's amazing. Should I smile again? Am I blinding you with the white teeth? I hope so. Anyway, okay. So now I call these guys up by phone, and oh my God, they actually called me back. And they were very professional. They answered all my questions. I asked them how long it would take if I've got crowns put in and blah, blah, blah. And they said, a week. I know. And I went, a week? Now, that really works for me because, first off, I really don't like the dentist. It puts me in trauma. So if I'm going to get a bunch of dental work done, I want it done in a short time and not spread out over months and years. Now, in Hawaii, to get one crown done, it takes 3 weeks because they sent everything off island. And I'm going to tell you how much work I've had done in a few minutes, okay? So, truthfully, and the prices that they charge anywhere in the United States, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. But within these guys, how they have it set up, I could get a lot done. And really, when I show you what my teeth look like, I said I'm exposing my soul to you tonight. It's going to blow you away, the difference before and after, okay? So I made my decision that, all right, I'm going to do it, called them up, and I said, But actually, I asked them a lot of questions. One of the questions was, what does it cost for the initial consultation? And they said nothing, although they do a set of x-rays, and that will cost you $60. And I'm thinking, I can't even walk into a dentist's office and get my teeth cleaned for $60 here. And I went, okay, we can do that. And then they explained the procedure. You go, they do a diagnostic, you figure what you can afford, and boom, you are in and the system, and you're getting your teeth done. All right, so then I made my airfare, and from Hawaii to Yuma, where I had to go, cost $1,006. If I could have caught it 2 weeks before, because I hesitated about coming, I wasn't sure about coming to Mexico, it would have been for $800. And depending on where you are in the United States, it's could be up, $400 or whatever the planes are that you can get a deal. Okay. Now, when I was looking at Sani Dental Group, one of the things that stood out is they say, now remember, these guys are in Mexico, in Algodones. They pick you up at the airport, they take you to your hotel, and then when you're getting your dental work, they take you from the hotel to the dentist and back from the dentist to the hotel. And it's really not that far either if you really want to walk, okay? So that's your choice. And I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Okay, so that's one of the cool things that I really appreciated, because you also have got to go through the Mexican border. And if you got a passport, that's great. And I have been told that if you just have a driver's license, you can get through into Mexico and out again. Okay, so now they pick you up, take you to the hotel. Now this is in their website, and then depending on how much money you spend, you actually will get some nights off in the hotel for free. Yeah, I know. What can I say? Is this too cool or what? Did God guide me to the right place? Oh, I think so. All right, so I made my reservation for the end of March, and I was going to stay till Easter and talk about duh. And I didn't even know I was leaving during that Easter week. I just know I had to get out of Dodge and get my teeth done before I spend any of the money. You know what I mean? Because it does kind of trickle out of your hands the longer you wait. And I was so tired of repairing my teeth. I mean, really, really, really tired. And I'm telling you, getting that really bad infection after I got back from Japan, that didn't help either. And I did take antibiotics to help get rid of that, because I know I had to do something by the end of the month, because I was coming to get my teeth fixed. And I already made my airplane reservation, called them up, got my appointment. All right. So now the journey began, and I had no idea what to expect. So being a little nervous, because all my friends had their fears, rape, pillage, and plunder, all the people that were deported from the United States are waiting for you to take your money, and, don't go down with cash, and don't do this and don't do that. So I just called them up and I said, what's the name of my driver who's picking me up? I mean, I really don't want to get in the wrong car, you know what I mean? And they gave me the name of the driver, but what's really even cool is they have a van with their name on it, Sani Dental Van, official, okay? So they take you from the Yuma, and they take you into Mexico. And the Mexico border, they don't even stop you. You just breeze right through. Now, you've got two places that you can, there's a lot of places you can stay in Algodones, but if you're with the Sani group, I really, really recommend either, they do have 2 hotels that they're affiliated with, and you do get special deals depending on how much you spend at those hotels, meaning, you get the nights free. Now, there's one hotel that's in what they call the plaza. It's, Sani Dental's on the left, and they have this beautiful plaza where they, during lunch, they bring in singers and entertainers. And then they have a hotel, and it also has a restaurant. And then if you go out of town a little bit to the La Hacienda Hotel, and really it's still, it's within walking distance, but, they'll shuttle you back and forth. And I actually picked this hotel. It's $50 a night for a single, and I'm single. But they had a pool. And I figure if I can't really go wander about and really see any sights because I really wanted to give my attention to my teeth, at least I could have a pool to lay out in. So I booked it with them. They took me there. This place is amazing. I mean, the Sani Dental, and everything is so thought out. The patient comes first, okay? Now, it's a small place. I mean, a lot of people stay there, but they have, the pools in the back, and then you've got the restaurant below where you can eat inside and you can eat outside. Almost everybody there are dental patients getting work done. I mean, it's really, really awesome. So, you just don't mind talking to people because everybody's got their teeth stories to tell you. And all the wonderful things that they do say about Sani Dental. It's nice to hear all that reassurance. And at the La Hacienda Hotel, I mean, they are so brilliant. The restaurant actually caters for people that are having their teeth done. So now if you're ready for this, I'm going to tell you how much work I had done. All right. I had 22 crowns put in. I had 3 teeth pulled. I had 2 root canals, and I actually have a back bridge, and plus, the x-rays. Okay, all for under $5,000. I know. Here it would have been over 30,000. Should I show you my teeth again? So the restaurant at this place, La Hacienda, has food, like I said, for people that can't eat. And I'm telling you, when you don't want to chew anything because you had your mouth done and teeth pulled, mashed potatoes looks pretty damn good, especially with a little bit of guacamole on top, fried beans that you don't have to chew. And they have a lot of soft food there. And then, yes, they do work their way up to people that can chew and want meat, okay? My average meal there was about $6 a meal. Yeah, $6. And because I had so much work done, I really wasn't that hungry. And I'm telling you, mashed potatoes, if I don't ever see it again for a long time, I'll be happy. But it saved my life, and it was pretty full, I did get my veggies in, and then I added the guacamole. But what they do is they kind of puree the guacamole so it's edible. And I'm telling you, I've had guacamole over there after having my teeth done and, being a little bit sore. And if they got tomatoes there that are chunky, I ain't biting down on it. And I was kind of, pushing that stuff to the side. So I really, really appreciated the menu at the La Hacienda and how, like I said, how easy they made it for people to be there and, get some nourishment. And then they have this wonderful woman who's kind of like the patient counselor called Linda, who's there from 8 till 12. And she's just there to talk to people, answer any questions. If anybody's having any problems, she helps them out. She makes suggestions. And, even if she just sits there and listens to people talk, sometimes that's all what people need. But again, everybody's going through dental trauma. Okay. Now, I did mention that I did fly, but I forgot to mention, and I am going to mention that when you make a ticket to come here, get the travel insurance just in case something happens, you change your dental plans, or because of something, that's in your mouth that they really, couldn't see until they got in there, and you need to spend an extra 2 or 3 days, like I did, you're going to get your money back. Okay. So, that little bit of, I think the insurance cost me $69. And my extra ticket, because, I had to delay my trip 3 more days, and I'll tell you why. Cost me an extra $320, but I get it back. So, yay, I'm thrilled. All right, so now they take you to your dental appointment, and you get to see the doctors. They take x-rays, and then they sit down and they talk to you on what all your challenges are and some of your options. So I'm going to show you me in the dental chair. You can see that. Oh, let's see. There we go. Don't see me smiling, do ya? Nope. Now, I'm going to show you what my mouth looked like and why I didn't smile. Let's see if I can get that. And it's kind of like a Halloween thing. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Did we freeze? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right. That's scary crap. Now, did you ever want to see me smile like that? Oh, God, please. You'll notice how the front tooth is cracked. The other side, the teeth are broken. The other side, I lost on the one crown a chip that I had to live with. My gums are in pretty bad shape. Now, down below, these are the new teeth the dentist put in. Okay, those are all crowns. Looking pretty good. Top part, no. And that's why I went there. Okay, so now you know how bad my teeth were. Not anymore. I got my smile back. You know what I mean? Okay. What do you think? Huh? There we go. Got my smile back. All right. So they did the dental plan and figured out what I could afford. And once you decide what's going to happen, boom, you're in. So I decided I was going to get all crowns down here. All right. I was immediately sent to the office to work out the game plan, and they explained to me how everything goes. And then I got to my doctors, and I'm telling you guys, these guys are awesome. You can see. All right. Can you see them? That's Dr. Mario and his assistant, Jesus. Yeah, that's what I got to look at every day. Yeah, not bad, huh? If you're going to go down to Sani Dental, I swear, you guys, ask for Dr. Mario. He is just incredible, and his assistant. I mean, between the two of them, they're really quite a team. Okay. Now, Sani Dental is really about you. So I do trauma. I get in the dental chair. I shake. Okay. I know I go through this. It's called trauma. And I told everybody I can go into trauma. And I also chose not to be put to sleep because it cost an extra $600, and that didn't work for me either. I chose shots. Okay. So they also give you a little sedative if you really are nervous, which I was, and it's like, bring it on. I'll take it. I'm not that crazy. I know what I'm going to be going through. So then I get in the dental chair, and Dr. Mario starts giving me shots, and oh my God, I didn't feel any kind of pain. I felt like I was in seventh heaven. Well, in the dental chair, not feeling any pain from shots. Blown away. Never experienced that in my life. Okay. Now, after the shots, my body went into mild shock. I started shaking again. And I asked for a little tiny more sedative, just calm me down, and life was good. But the assistant did something I've never experienced before in any kind of doctor or dental office. Now, remember, I'm trying to calm down. He started patting me on the shoulder. And I'm just blown away because, I mean, honest to God, how many dentists and dental assistants that you know will actually give you that human touch? Just let you know it's okay. All right. And, speaking of human, I would say Sani Dental is just filled with humans and not reptilians because they're gentle, loving, kind, compassionate, and they care about you. Okay. So I decided I didn't want to have my teeth pulled out, and because I didn't want uppers, and my game changed plans. Kind of discussed it over with the surgeon, and then I also discussed it with Dr. Mario, and I said, look, when I talked to the guys, I said I really wanted my front teeth saved and crowned if possible. And if any can be saved, please do it. But if they had to be pulled out, I understand, then it has to be done. And he looked at him and he said, we can do it. And then we'll put for my back teeth, which I don't have anymore, a partial. See my teeth? Did you not do awesome? I mean, talk about a blessing and making my life. It's these guys were incredible. They were kind, they were compassionate. The surgeon that pulled my teeth, I really didn't feel it. He was pretty gentle as far as, getting your teeth pulled. The woman dentist that did the root canal, no pain at all, and she was awesome. And I have to say, before I went down to this clinic, I did a lot of praying, and I said, please, God, because I also know at Sani Dental Clinic, they have more than 30 dentists, right? And I said, please, God, bring me the absolute best dentists, the most skilled, and the one that will do what they have to do and put my teeth in perfectly. Want to see him again? All right, now I'm going to tell you something funny. Okay. You got to also remember that you are going through a lot of trauma when you get a lot of teeth work. And I told you how much work I had done. 22 crowns, 3 teeth pulled, and the root canals. So you're just kind of loopy and your mind's not all there. And when I first met Dr. Mario and Jesus, he told me his name and said it was Jesus. And because I don't know a lot of Spanish and I was really more concerned about calming down from being in the dental chair, everything went over my head, right? Okay. So now I realized after I got there, I go, oh my God, I'm here for Easter week. How bizarre. And, if you guys need your dental work done, now is the time to do it, okay? It's kind of a low period for them. Trust me, I just got back. Anyway, so here I am getting my teeth done, Mercury in retrograde, which I was actually finishing off something that started a long time ago. So when you're finishing a project, it's good to do in retrograde that you started before. Okay, so I'm here Easter week, and now on Easter day, I'm just kind of looking at the cards, all the cards, and I looked on Jesus, and I just started cracking up because that means Jesus. So I'm going, oh my God, that's such cosmic humor. I've had Jesus work on me and stand over and watch over me all week. All right, that was humorous to me. Cosmic humor. Okay. So, I can't tell you the professionalism that I experienced with these people. Now, again, when you go down there, make sure that you get that trip insurance in case you have to stay longer. And, if you can, give yourself a little bit of time. Ask them, how much time does it take to heal for a root canal? Okay. If you're going to get implants, it's a total different story together. And that may take 2 or 3 trips to get down there and get it complete. And boy, I saw a lot of people down there getting it done. Okay. They do make it very, very affordable. And, what can I say? When you can afford to get that done, and we're talking the rest of your life, you want it done by the best. So anyway, so because I did that prayer work and asked for the absolute best, I got them. I got Dr. Mario, I got Jesus, the surgeon, and I'm sorry, you guys, if I don't remember all your names, okay? They literally, what they did is a life changer for me. I could smile again, and I can't tell you, you're more outgoing. It's like getting cataract surgery and being able to see. Now, down in Mexico, but like I said, give yourself a little bit of extra time and make sure that you do that trip insurance for just in case to protect yourself. And then you're not going to get upset if you have to stay longer for whatever reason. Okay. I had to stay a little bit longer because they were making the partials, and they wanted to make sure that they fit perfectly. Okay. So now when you go down there, people do kind of live off tips, okay? Their wages aren't that really good, and they live off of tips. So for me, and I don't know about you guys, you do whatever you need to, but when the drivers did take me back and forth, I would leave them $1. It's not much, but, it's $2 a day. And they're appreciative, and I just, why can't I? It's just being able to share some of the bliss that I'm experiencing and being able to give back to the community. Okay. When I had dinner, I would leave $1. And like I said, most of my dinners were around $6, my meals. So, it wasn't a lot of money. And I actually got, like I said, the work done for under $5,000. I got 5 free nights off of the hotel and ended up paying $150 for my hotel stay there. And some of the guests, depending on what they spend, they get the whole thing for free. I mean, their hotel for free. Sorry. But it all adds up. And I don't know if you know any business on the States that would actually do that. I don't think so. Now, let's talk about safety. I have never been to a more safe town than Algodones. You've got police cruising around everywhere. You've got security guards everywhere because they understand in this town, and it's very clean, that if something happens to you, their reputation is really bad. And Algodones, by the way, is the largest, what's considered the largest dental capital of the world, where the most dentists are crammed in together. Okay. And again, Sani Dental, they're what I call cutting edge. They even deal with some cell stem research, not with teeth yet, but, for other physical challenges. And for that, you're going to have to call them and look at their website. Very clean place, very, very like I said, professional, the equipment, all very modern equipment. Okay. And again, you don't have to worry about being safe walking down there, around there. I walked around with a few girls. No problem at all. Now, you do have got to go through the border, all right? So, some people will, if they're going to go to the clinics, they'll park on one side of the border because there's really not a lot of parking space in Algodones, and then they'll walk over. Well, getting through Mexico is really easy, but when you want to get back out, you got to go through the U.S. border. And if you have your car parked on the other side, you're going to have to walk and stand in line. So what Sani Dental does, which I think is brilliant, they send someone to get in line, and when you're about ready to get into to go through the United States border patrol, customs, they take you in another van and they transfer you and all your stuff into that van. And again, going through the border, they asked where I was from. They asked what I was bringing over. They looked at my passport. I just had some stained glass. And it was like, okay. I mean, come on. If you're in that Sani van, they know you've been doing dental work. And to me, again, when you're at the La Hacienda, you create family because everybody cares about each other. You're all going through the same thing. And it was the most amazing experience I ever had. But there are some things you need to know. The border does close at between 7 and 10 at night, depending on the season, and doesn't open up till 6 in the morning. So you have to make your airfare accordingly, all right? It closes down. And the Yuma airport, it closes down too at night between 10 and 4. So if you think you're going to be going to Yuma and spending the night at the airport, nada, not going to happen. Did I almost experience that? Yes. Was I given the heads up about it? Yes. I did end up going to a hotel because I figure I earned it, going through all the dental trauma in 1 week. And I had all that work done in 1 week. 22 crowns, 3 teeth pulled, 2 root canal, the back bridge, and a partridge in a pear tree. In 1 week, under $5,000. Okay. I mean, my whole mouth is done. I really don't have to go back. It's the most amazing life changer that I have experienced other than cataract surgery. Okay. And that was pretty awesome. So Sani Dental Group, if you want to get a hold of them, you can go to Sani, that's SANIDENTALGROUP.com. That's their website. And mention my name, guys. Tell them that you heard about them through me, okay? Do me a favor. If you like my shows, help me with this. Let them know that it's because of this conversation and the show is why you are calling them. Now, if you got your x-rays already done by a dentist, you can mail it down to them ahead of time. And they'll look at it and they'll tell you, what needs to be done, what they can do, and how much, it's going to cost. If you want to know what one crown cost me, and now there's 3 different kinds of crowns. I got the crowns because I had so many. $180. In Hawaii, it's $1,300. So you do the math, okay? And again, they had 3 different kinds of crowns you can pick from. But I have my whole mouth done, and it cost me $180 a crown. Okay, so if you want to call them by their phone, it's I've got so many cards. It's incredible. That's how much I think about these guys. Okay, they have a U.S. number. It's 928-257-1307. Okay? And the people down there, they speak English. There was no problems communicating. Again, for me being someone who went through dental trauma, it was the most awesome experience of my life. I've never dealt with more professional people that had compassion, that cared about the patient. It was frigging affordable. And they made it even more affordable by giving you nights off in the hotel if you stay in their hotels, and book through the dental. Okay, and make sure then you're going to get the special discounts from the hotel. So their number again is 928-257-1307, or it's toll free 855-SANI-DDS. And that's Sani Dental and Algodones. And if I pronounce that wrong, again, I own being language challenged. But really, look up their website and check them out. Call them up. If you really have bad teeth, you will not regret getting them taken care of in this place. Again, I've never met more dentists that care about you, and we're actually super qualified. How many of you have had shots that literally put you through the roof? And, I know and going through University of Michigan Dental School, where you're the guinea pig, and then having a dentist that is so incredible. I'm so grateful and appreciative. And I hate to say it, but, both Dr. Mario and his assistant Jesus, they really aren't bad to look at either. So going and sitting into that dental chair and looking at their faces when I had to, it wasn't that rough, okay? And I have to say, there wasn't any bad-looking people down there that worked in that place. Kind, everybody cared about you. And next week, Armando, who's one of the managers at Sani Dental, is promised to come on. And if you've got any questions for him, this would be a really, really good time to ask. Now, this goes up on United Public Radio, the visual, and you really need to subscribe to them, okay? And then it does go up, the script goes up on my YouTube channel under Cathy Bilsky. So, come on, subscribe. And then, this is such an important program and information people really, really need. So share it, okay? People that have dental problems that can't afford the American dentist, let them listen to this show. Have them check out Sani Dental, SANI, all right? So tune in next week. And to me, because of what I've gone through and what I went through and what everybody is going through with their teeth, it really is so important that, that's why I'm bringing Armando on next week, who is working for Sani Dental, so he can answer any questions that you have and talk a little bit more about the dentistry. Because, God, if you've got any fears, throw them out the window. Throw out going to Algodones in Mexico out the window. Whatever Trump has said about Mexicans and Mexico, he's so full of it, okay? And as far as the dreamers, all I have is met dreamers that have been kicked out of the country, that have their families over at the United, that have been ripped from their families. And they're still the nicest, kindest people that I could talk to down there. So on that note, I really hope you enjoyed the program, and I hope you share it. It's something people need to know, need to hear. Like I said, I had over, let me take these off, $30,000 worth of dental work done in 1 week. Okay, five. Actually, I gave them 6 days. And then, all right, because of the bridge, I had to give them an extra 3 days. But if I would have stayed with their program, I would have been gone in 7 days. You know, I gave them a week, and if they needed Saturday to do any checking, you know, they had that. And then I would have left Sunday. When I had to extend it, I did the same thing because I wanted the bridge to fit. So I extended it 3 days. And because the border, my plane left at 6 o'clock in the morning from Yuma. Okay. The border closes down 8, 9, but they don't open up till 6 in the morning. So I literally had to leave a day early. So that's why that's really important for you to remember when you make your airline tickets, okay? Airport is closed, the border opens, and the border closes there. Now, there are other people, other places that you can go that the border is open. All right, so there we go. Where you don't have to worry about the border opening and closing, but you're not going to be shuttled there from Sani. So, you know, to me, they communicated with me. They were honest. They told me everything I needed to know to make a really good decision. They worked with me. So I was very happy. Very professional place. And to me, how professional, how kind and compassionate they are is a reflection of the owners. And that goes down. You know, I can't appreciate them enough because, like I said, what they did fit in my budget, and I couldn't get it done in the United States at all. So, you know, no matter where you live, you know, you might want to give these guys a call, you know, look at their website and get your teeth done. I can't tell you how much better I feel having all that infection out of my mouth. I have all kinds of energy again. And I look good and I can smile. All right, on that note, you know, remember next week we're going to talk about this again. And, you know, if you got any questions, then let's answer. You know, I'll answer. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Monday, we're going to do a half-hour radiation energy work for radiation in Fukushima. And then on Thursday, we do another half hour for the climate, and that's from 4:30 to 5 Hawaiian time, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7:30 to 8 Pacific time, and 10 to 10:30 Eastern time. So, you know, please join in on Facebook. And, you know, we need the energy work out there. And on that, I bid you, thank you for tuning in, and aloha.